I do not know what has happened to your shadow. Is it like Peter Pan's? Has it come unattached? It's difficult to say because you are not taking up that much space. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not enough to cast a shadow. Maybe you need to think more, to breathe more, to hurt more. Because these are the things that give us weight. I see that you are barely covered, almost naked. You are a creator. You let things drop out of you. You give up the things inside of you. Maybe that has made you too light to have a shadow. You're barely taking up space. I don't think you're even touching the ground. My problem is that even a feather has a shadow, even a speck of dust. Are you not a speck of dust? You weren't created from earth after all. Remember, you were a rib. You were somebody else's problem until you became your own. And when you became a real problem, nobody was thinking to solve you. You were simply there, a mirror, a place to sit and rest. Someone to share the burden. And when I say share, I mean carry, because your source was a frivolous man. He named everything, but what was the point? He was pointless. He could never die. Who cares? Who looks at their shadow when they are never going to die? You were brought into a world that was brutally perfect. There was no contrast. There was no good or evil. Without the contrast, what is there? Maybe this is not your fault, this lack of a shadow. Maybe you should blame him, or blame him. There's a theme. Do you see it? Do you see where the blame is? It's fairly obvious to anyone with eyes, and you have too. I can see you have eyes. They barely blink. You ate away at the apple because somebody had to fix the problem. It was a delicious problem, to be honest. You can still feel it sitting in your stomach. And suddenly, there was contrast. That's when he noticed that you were beautiful. How could you have been beautiful before, when there wasn't anything ugly? He knew you were beautiful because he felt ugly, because he could see the contrast. He could see how things were different between the two of you. It was like a sickle or a shovel, and it dug into the earth. It made a grave because now he would need one. He would be buried one day, and so would you. Maybe there's no shadow because you're so far up off the earth. Because you are standing on his shoulders, and your shadow is over his. Because now he is a ladder. He is a tool. He is utilitarian, and you use him to reach the highest colors in the sky. You paint the earth with colors that matter because there's a difference between red and blue, between black and white. What sort of God wouldn't have made these things? But maybe he knew. Maybe you're not the sinner. Maybe that's why you don't have a shadow. Because you are the light. And light doesn't cast a shadow. Light just shows us the way.